Okay, we're back with the UBV news. Recent news, there's been a lot of quarrels regarding a civil war going on in this country. No, it's not black versus white. No, it's not Republican versus Democrat. It's actually Republican versus Republican. As of some recent reports, Elon Musk and Donald Trump have not only separated, but are knocking heads in public. So go ahead, start off with you this time, Mr. Ivy. Why don't you go ahead and break down this inter-party civil war that we got going on here with the Republicans?
Well, first of all, is anybody surprised? I know I am not surprised. I mean, first and foremost, Elon and Trump, I mean, they didn't even make it 6 months. I mean, this was probably the earliest breakup we've ever seen. And people been in relationships before, and like you
Dennis
always
Rodman and
got a
Carmen
hump.
Electra. Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra. They lasted 48 hours, but
Well,
outside of
yeah,
that,
I guess you could say that.
yeah.
We'll throw them in there too. But on top of that, at this level though, this is another level, right? New level, new devil. And you think about it, you like, dang, bro, like literally they didn't even make it 6 months. And you think about it from this perspective, they spent a lot of money, a lot of time, and God knows what they did behind closed doors. And now we at this point where we see that unfortunately, like ego, pride, all this stuff that comes together, people, man, we got to stop. Again, I said this before, we got to stop voting based on personalities, based on like slogans. We need to really pay attention to who we're electing in office because I'm telling you, man, at this point, man, it's just embarrassing. I got a lot more to say, but I would just stop right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would say this too. Like, I remember early on, I called this out. I said, man, I don't see them lasting 3 months. Um, and the reason I said that is people are gonna look at Musk like he's crazy, but I think you got to know the pathology of Donald Trump. I watched this documentary that Frontline did, and the one thing that was consistent, if you paid attention to what happened in Atlantic City, he stiffed everybody. Everybody got stiffed, and what happened was they had lost so much money that they figured his branding was worth more than just losing everything. So they let him keep the facade of the branding, and and they gave him like a monthly allowance, even though he stiffed everybody. So he's kind of used to stiffing people, and what I'm saying, writing a bad check and leaving somebody else with the bill. So what happened is he pulled the same thing on Elon. Elon paid a hell of a lot of money. He paid millions and
And millions.
millions to get access to the White House, and he did. And they said there's four things that the motherfucker wanted. The one is that he wanted more. He wanted more. He wanted extension of the EV tax credits. He wanted the EV tax credits because people don't know the tax credits was really how Tesla was making their money. They were selling the tax credits to other companies who were selling gas, like Chrysler and all these other people was putting out them Hemis and Hellcats. Second thing, he wanted his own person in NASA. He wanted his own person appointed at NASA so he can get all these contracts. Third thing that he wanted is that he wanted Starlink. You know what I'm saying? He wanted Starlink to be like the big thing for the FAA. And the fourth thing he wanted extended time in with access to the White House and any government. And Trump stiffed them all those things. But it's probably things that they all negotiated for in Mar-a-Lago, and Trump changed it. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is also about how Trump fucks people over. Like I said, look at me. Trump will fuck you over. He will. And that's what's happening right now. And Musk, he just fucked over the richest person in the world. And what's Musk gonna do? And this is the key. This is the key. You're gonna find out that a lot of these Republicans that were talking junk were hacks. They're missionaries for hire. So Elon got enough money. So it's like, why are they turning on him? Because Musk is funding these motherfuckers. Now, you know what I'm saying? He's giving them millions
And
and
millions.
millions to go against Trump. And that's what you see right now. It's not even a real civil war. You know what I'm saying? It's Trump, the money is shifting and he's getting his army ready. Things like that. That's my take.
Well, I would say, man, I just got one question for Elon Musk.
Oh, here you go.
I just got one question. I just gotta know. If I don't get no answers from Elon,
Can we
I
say it
don't want to hear
together?
no
Can we
tweets.
say it together?
I don't want to see none of that stuff. What is it, Matt?
Where
Where's
where's
my
my
Doge
Doge
check?
check?
That's all I want to hear from Elon Musk. Where's my
Where's my
Doge check?
Doge check?
Right?
Yep.
4 words. That's all I want to hear from him. Because I heard they told me that Doge was going to find all this waste, fraud, abuse, and they was going to send the American people $5,000 checks as a dividend payment. I was excited about that. Okay, let's go
Yeah.
for it. And you don't hear nothing about Doge now. Like, this is what I'm saying. This goes back to my original point that you just can't be voting for people based on personality. This ain't high school where you just a
No.
popularity contest. This has real world consequences. So now you got these two billionaires. They about to be going at each other, arguing and fussing on Twitter and all that stuff. I just want to know where my DOGE check. I want to know where's what's my man Abrego Garcia, the guy
Yeah.
that they just kidnapped and shipped him off to El Salvador. Where's this guy at? I want to know why my groceries are still high. I want to know. I thought Ukraine and Russia war is going to be over with in 24 hours. What happened to that? I want to. These are things I need to know. I need answers to, and I'm
Well,
gonna hold these people accountable to that.
I'm gonna
Well,
say but I got one thing. This is a personal plea, man. Hey, Elon, man. I know you stole that data, man. You probably know my name. You probably got facial recognition. You know where I live, man. Just send the motherfucking check, man. You ain't gotta send it to everybody.
My
Just send me
DOGE
the
check, man.
Hey, you know where I live already. You got my data, bro. Just send me the check, man.
Well, you guys both as well as I know that damn checks ain't coming. And if you were to able ask him that question, the lack of accountability that comes from those type of people, I doubt he's going to take any personal responsibility, and more than likely he's going to probably blame it on Trump, who's going to then turn it back on him. But for me, I think it's really about egos. Two powerful, rich men came together. One ultimately thought he was going to buy his way as far as decision making, not realizing the other person that he was trying to buy it from is not the type of person who gives up power to anybody, because his ego is not going to allow it to do it. But it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, based off of the tweets today. Like I said, it looks like there's some very serious, intense feelings that are getting festered up, and I'm gonna be sitting back with my popcorn over the next few weeks, watching to see where
Dude,
this goes. So,
Elon said Trump is in the Epstein files. I'm like, yo, he said he in the Epstein files? Like, Elon got the receipts, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, Elon got the
the low
receipts.
blows right
man.
there.
And
No,
that's why Trump, I'm telling you, man, Trump know he got the receipts on him and he got the drop on them fools. His own administration. That's why he took that data. Elon, you call it whatever you want. I still want my check, bro. But
mm,
Elon, I tell you what, man, that dude, he got the receipts on people. He stole the data. That's why he came in with Doge, because he wanted to have a little insurance
yep.
policy on everybody. Now he got that insurance policy. He got them Epstein files, and Trump know it. That's why Trump is
And,
kind of like being nice to him right now.
and don't forget what he tweeted. He said, Trump, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would have controlled the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. What is he saying? I mean, he's almost heading towards the fact that maybe potentially did some nefarious shit to get him elected, which is always what's a speculation. Nobody talks about it. I do believe behind closed doors, especially in political circles, they know some nefarious shit would happen. They just don't want people to lose faith in the election process itself by knowing that. But I think Elon is hitting it towards that, because me and Ivory always talked about this too. We always felt that the fact that Trump won all the battleground states, that shit just was like, man, that's kind of crazy. We always felt it was a little nefarious. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like they were sitting there saying, "Hey, okay, you can still win with 5. I want all the battleground states." You know what I'm saying? It's just
Bomb threats on election day and
oh
all
man,
kind of stuff was going on. You like, wait a minute, that don't even make sense. Russia called. It was just a lot going on, and I'm like, man, that don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. I know VP Harris is not popular, and she ain't the best candidate to be running for the Dems, but to win all 7 swing states where everybody was saying this was deadlocked, and then I don't know, man. It's just a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse in that situation too.
yep. So
Do
it's
you
crazy.
do you think Elon would be willing to come out and reveal that, even if it's at the detriment maybe of his reputation?
I
Well,
think Elon ain't got nothing to lose right now. And the reason why I say he ain't got nothing to lose is, think about it. Tesla lost 34 billion, 34 billion, 34 billion today alone, 150 billion over the last couple of weeks or whatever. So they've lost a lot of money, a lot of value, a lot of share value. His board of directors, they don't have any confidence in him. I think, in my personal opinion, he's a drug addict, and he's just running around with chainsaws. The man is unhinged, okay? Like, he ain't got nothing to lose. And we all know this. A person that ain't got nothing to lose, that's the most dangerous person. So I think he's really dangerous in this situation. Trump knows it. Everybody knows it in DC. And I think that's why they're afraid of him. And they not attacking him. You notice that Republicans, they punch hard. They love to punch hard and punch down. But with Elon, everybody everybody being nice to him, and that lets me to know that that dude got the drops on them fools.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what's up. Well, we want to hear from you. Musk versus Trump in the battle royal. Who's going to come out on top with the belt? Go ahead and comment below. We want to hear your feedback and what you think on this whole situation.